I'm Shea,
I'm Adriana.
And I'm Brandon.
and this is Talkies, the new podcast from Screen Love Affair. I'm very excited about this. For anyone unfamiliar with Screen Love Affair, it's a website we launched just over a year ago now, and it really started as a place for Adriana and I to write about movies. We're writers, communicators. This is the kind of thing we like doing, and we love movies. I saw over 230 in 2024. And the only thing I love more than watching movies is talking about them. And so this seemed like a natural fit.
Arguing about them.
And
you
arguing.
gotta say,
well,
you love arguing them.
On
Probably
that
more
note,
arguing than talking.
On that note, a big inspirational moment for this was when my friend Brandon called me to talk about Alien Romulus, a movie he loved and I hated. And you can read that review on screenloveaffair.com. And we talked it was for 3 hours from midnight to 3 a.m., just ranting and raving about it. And I think it was a really fun conversation that actually made headway. Like, we understood each other. It wasn't just kind of for two people yelling at each other for 3 hours.
So not our conversation about musicals the other night.
Very
that
much
didn't
correct.
go anywhere.
Which is going to be a good theme for this show later on. Buckle up for that one, folks, because might be 3 hours that episode. But no, I'm very excited about this, and I have some great people working with me, including my friend Brandon. So I'll pass the torch off to you for that.
Amazing, yeah. Back to what we were going to say about Alien Romulus. The best part about that was with Shea and I have been friends for almost 14 plus years, and you get to learn something new about them when you read their letterbox at 1 a.m. coming out of the theater. So this is a podcast extension of that mania. I guess to a little bit of backstory on myself. I'm not much of a writer or a blogger or a website hoster. But I do work in movies. I work on major film sets, like Umbrella Academy and FUBAR on Netflix, low-end Canadian streaming shows with high budgets for Canada. And I do the set dressing, the stuff that's out of focus in the background, be it the TVs, couches, whatever you see that the actors sit on or touch. That's all me. And I love the production side. It's a dream and a privilege to make movies. But that being said, that's the perspective I think I bring. The guy who will go, oh, technically that was great, even if the story was dog shit. And my friends who don't call themselves critics will critique it and say I'm wrong because they are the letterbox overlords that I've come to know and love. So on that note, Adriana, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do on Screen Love Affair.
Well, to start off, I feel really grateful to be here because Shea and I almost didn't become friends because his first impression of me was like really bad.
That she was a raging alcoholic was my first impression. A story for another day, I'd say.
No, don't say that. This is public. But yeah, we knew each other for a while, but I don't think we really started getting close until we started bonding over movies. And we went, I think it was Skinamarink was like the first moment where we were like, this is like a really cool experience that we got to share together. And we both had such a similar reaction to that movie and being in the theater. And we're both such proponents of like going to the movies.
Yeah.
That really like everything kind of went from there. And yeah, I'm a writer by trade, if I can say that. Professionally, but also, creatively and on the side, I like to write, and I like to write about movies. And when the opportunity came up, I was thrilled to do it, and I'm glad it's evolving, and now we can do this and just talk.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm really excited about what we can do with this podcast. If you read our reviews, you'll know we try to keep them pretty spoiler-free. I personally try to write. I get a lot of people ask me, what did you think of this movie? Should I go and see it? Well, I don't want my review to give the whole thing away. And I think what'll be interesting about this for people that do read our stuff is that this is not just going to be us reviewing movies in that way. We're going to be talking about movies and spoiling things because it'll be after we watch it. So we'll always start with kind of our overall feelings, but then we'll like to dig into the nitty gritty of it. And really that's what I think you can expect from this show is just going to be, I was going to say 2 people that love movies and 1 person that works in them, discussing movies.
It's typically going to be 2 people that thought something was good or passable and 1 person saying it's either amazing or the worst thing they've ever seen. Because otherwise it'd be 3 people sitting in a circle going, oh, that film was excellent. Or what schlock. And in my case, I'll be like, oh, what nice schlock. I really enjoyed the drapes in that Victorian piece. Well,
Yeah,
we're
I,
having fun.
I think that's one of the interesting dynamics too about this group as well, is that we all have different tastes and perspectives and go into things even with different, like, again, Brandon, as someone that works in film, knows a lot more about all the things that really go into that. And I'm just purely I know very little about film in terms of any technical knowledge or know-how. I've starred in one short film, Smile, available on YouTube, and we did it before Paramount stole the movie title. I love you, Ty. I'll always stand by that. But I just love it. And I think, Adriana brings a perspective. She's definitely got a bit more knowledge and a passion on that creative side. I like to think of myself as someone that just appreciates it, but also has very strong opinions on when I think it goes wrong. But all in all,
For some context, Shea didn't get much into his backstory. But Shea's done a lot of political writing and campaigning, as well as running a creative media company at once that was very aptly named Big Mouth. Big Mouth Marketing, was it? Big Mouth Media?
yeah, Big Mouth
So,
Marketing.
I'd like to think Shea brings a really strong personality to this podcast. I gotta give his intro; he's too modest. But yeah, I guarantee at least 1 in 3 episodes Shea and I will agree, but the rest will probably be at odds for a lot of it, and getting up on Adriana, hopefully. But you'll see that unfold over the next couple of weeks and months.
I think there will be no loyalty. Battle lines will be drawn on a per movie basis, and it will just be savagery from there on out. But no, I think, again, I'm really excited for this. I've got great people to talk to movies with, and we just hope you guys enjoy listening to this as much as we enjoy talking about it. So stay tuned. We'll have plenty of episodes to come, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Cheers. And remember,
If someone talks at the cinema, you are legally obligated to throw popcorn kernels at them.
Yeah, or Smarties, M&Ms, whatever you have.
Yeah, whatever you have on hand.
Don't throw actual popcorn. I promise you it'll never make it all the way to the person you're trying to hit with it.
Amen.
Violence, and anyone that blames us for this, we sign off. We're just kidding.
We can cut this end bit out, right?
Yeah, 1,000%.
I'm leaving it all in. I condone violence. Assault your neighbors.